She wasn't a stranger. She wasn't someone from work. She wasn't an ex. She was my friend, the woman I used to have coffee with, the one who knew my problems, the one who listened when I doubted him. And while I was telling her my suspicions, she was already with my husband. Today I'm going to read the letter of a woman who discovered that the other woman was her own friend. And if you think betrayal hurts, wait until you hear this. Hello, it's still hard for me to write this because I feel ashamed. I feel like I was naive and she had been my friend for 6 years. 6 years of conversations, 6 years of shared birthdays, 6 years of trust built little by little. She had come to my house countless times. She knew my children. She knew what my daughter's favorite toy was. She knew what food my son liked, and she sat in my living room. She ate at my table. She laughed with us during dinners, and I trusted her. I told her when my husband and I argued. I told her when I felt he was distant, when I felt insecure, when I doubted our relationship. She listened to me patiently. Sometimes she hugged me. Sometimes she told me not to worry. She would say, "It's probably stress. Men are like that. Don't overreact. Your marriage is fine." And I listened to her. I never imagined she was advising me while she was already involved with him. I never imagined that every conversation I had with her could end up becoming a topic between the two of them. It all started with small things. Details so small that at first they seem insignificant. She stopped inviting me out. She started canceling plans. She always had some excuse. At the same time, my husband began mentioning her name casually, too casually, as if she was too present in his thoughts. One day he said something like, "How long has it been since you saw your friend?" That comment felt strange. Once I found a message that said, "Thanks for yesterday." The name wasn't saved, but the number felt familiar. I felt a knot in my stomach. But I didn't want to believe it, because believing it meant destroying two relationships at the same time. I checked social media, trying to convince myself everything was just a coincidence. And then I saw something, a comment with too much complicity, a joke that only two people with intimate trust could understand. Then I found a photo where they were in the same place, on the same day he told me he was working. My body knew before my mind did, that cold feeling in my chest, that intuition you can't explain. But my mind refused, because accepting that meant accepting a double betrayal, and that idea was too painful. One day I decided to confront her first, and I wanted to believe there was some explanation. I called her. I asked her directly. I tried to stay calm. She denied it immediately. She said I was crazy. That how could I even think something like that? That my imagination was out of control, that I was ruining our friendship with my suspicions. She made me feel guilty. She made me doubt myself. For a moment, I thought maybe I was exaggerating. Then I confronted my husband. He denied it too, with the same confidence, with the same calmness. But that night, I checked his phone, and I found everything, months of conversations, plans, meetings, excuses they invented, moments where they coordinated seeing each other while I was at home with the kids. And I also found something worse. Mockery. Yes, mockery. Messages where he told her what I suspected, and she replied, "She's paranoid. Poor thing. She's always suspicious about everything." That was what destroyed me the most. They weren't just cheating on me. They were laughing at me, laughing at my trust, at my innocence, at my pain. I had never felt so humiliated. Because it wasn't just infidelity. It was betrayal as a team. Two people who knew my life. Two people who knew my weaknesses. She knew my insecurities. She knew my fears. She knew the things that made me feel vulnerable. And even so, she entered my house. She looked at my children. She played with them. She hugged me. She told me everything would be fine, and then she left to be with him. When I confronted them with proof, they couldn't deny it anymore. The silence said everything. My friend cried. She said she hadn't planned it, that things just happened, that it started as something small, that they didn't know how to stop it. My husband said it was a mistake, that he never meant to hurt me, that he got carried away. But how do you call months of conscious decisions a mistake? How do you call repeated lies a mistake? How do you call laughing at someone who trusts you a mistake? I lost a husband, and I lost a friend. But the hardest part is that I lost my trust in people. Now it's hard for me to trust women. It's hard for me to open up. It's hard for me to believe in loyalty. When someone is kind to me, my mind looks for hidden motives. When someone gets too close, something inside me goes on alert. I compared myself to her. I thought about everything she had that I didn't. I wondered if she was prettier, more interesting, more fun. But I also asked myself something even more painful. How could I not see it? How could I trust so much? How could I allow someone so close to my life to hide something like that? That broke me inside. Because I didn't just lose two people. I lost the sense of safety I once had in my relationship. This is one of the most intense forms of betrayal, because it doesn't just break the romantic bond, it breaks the bond of friendship. Two relationships built on trust, two relationships where loyalty is supposed to exist, and when two people you trusted betray you together. The wound is deeper, and it's not just deception, it's humiliation, it's mockery, it's complicity. It's the feeling that your pain was part of their shared secret, and that changes the way you see the world. Many women, after something like this, develop hypervigilance, constant distrust, difficulty forming new friendships, difficulty opening their hearts again, because the brain tries to protect itself. It tries to avoid living through something like that again. And here's something important. Betrayal speaks about those who commit it, not about the one who receives it. But emotionally, it's hard not to question yourself. It's hard not to think, what was I missing? What did I do wrong? But the truth is that loyalty doesn't depend on your perfection. It depends on the character of the other person. It depends on their values. It depends on their limits. Now the question is not only whether you forgive, it's whether you can rebuild trust when it has been broken twice, and that is far more complex. I want you to tell me something very honestly. What hurts more, the betrayal of a partner or the betrayal of a friend? Can a double betrayal be forgiven? Would you trust someone again after something like this? And if you were in her place, would you forgive? Or would you close both doors forever? I'm reading you, because this kind of betrayal changes the way you see the world. To the woman who wrote this letter, you are not naive, you are loyal, and loyalty is not weakness. But now your job is not to understand why they did it, it's to rebuild your inner sense of safety. And Corey Promisturums. If this story resonated with you, subscribe. Here we talk about the betrayals that leave deep scars. See you in the next video.